The Jirachi event is finally here in Pokopia, so here's everything you need to know about the event and how to get Jirachi, and I can't believe I'm playing Pokopia again. Let's get into it. Now, this event is going to be taking place between June 23rd and July 8th, and there are two ways you can get Jirachi. One is the day after the event ends, you're just basically going to talk to Jirachi, and then you can claim Jirachi as your friend, and it'll stay, and you can move it into wherever you want. Or there's another option that I discovered that you can actually do before the event is even live for you, but it's live for someone else using the virtual island. Check this out. I don't know about you guys, but it's been such a long time since I've been back in Pokopia, and it feels kind of crazy, but Jirachi is officially here, and we have the Jirachi event happening right now. There's Jirachi. So here we go. To start off the event, make sure that your Switch is on the correct date. So if you're a date skipper, set it to current time or jump all the way to June 23rd because now the event is global. It's available for everybody. So the first thing you want to do is talk to Jirachi. It says, "Hey Ditto, can I ask you a favor?" Yay, thank you. So I really want wish notes that shine. I once saw a wish note as bright as a star and it was so pretty. I want to collect a bunch of them. So this is the currency that's happening during this event. It says a shining wish note is a wish note that contains a granted wish. If you have a wish note, you can give it to a Pokemon when you accept the request and it'll become a shining wish note. Basically, the currency is shining wish notes once you fulfill that request. I know how to make regular wish notes and I'll teach you how to make some. Prepared some special rewards. So go out and make a bunch of wish notes to shine. So you gotta get the recipe right after this interaction with Jirachi, and stay tuned because there's quite a bit of tricks about this event and how to work around the event as well. Once you're done talking to Jirachi, head over to a crafting table and tab all the way over to other, and once you're at other, you're going to see there is the wish notes, which only cost you 2 vine rope. If you need vine rope, there are tons of litter Pokemon that do drop this, so I'm just going to make myself a good amount. 50 wish notes. There we go. Now, what you want to do is look for a Pokemon with a bubble above their head. They're trying to figure out what's going on. So I'm going to talk to Scyther. There's something I need help with. So I say, sure. I want an information board so you can tell me where I live. Okay. What? You want me to hold on to that wish note for you? Sure thing, pal. I'm going to hand that wish note over to Scyther. All right, so after Scyther takes a wishing note, you have to do its request, and right now Scyther wants a information board. So let me go craft a information board real quick. Also, while I was on my way to get some Pokemetal, you can also initiate multiple wish note requests at the exact same time. So you can see Vikavolt says, "I want a simple hamburger steak right now." And then you can see Vikavolt just took a note from me. There you go. Vikavolt has a wishing note, so you can do multiple at the exact same time. Ooh, I see another request. Of course. Lepa Berry is pretty easy, so Wingo's also got me a quest. Oh, that was quick. I already had one in my inventory. Pretty good. And the wish note I got is shining. So 1 shining wish note. There it is, shining wish note. And it sparkles like this. And my wishing note. So grant a Pokemon its wish. The wish note shines. And now that you got the idea of how to get those wishing notes, let's head on into a Pokémon Center, which obviously you could tell is themed out for this event. So we can see what items you can get. Now, inside the Pokemon Center, you're obviously going to be seeing Jirachi there. And you can see that there are a couple of items here. You have a Star Closet. And you can tell that it's only going to cost you 1 shining wish note. You don't have to do much for this. Every single item is just 1. So pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get a bunch of these, which is 8. 9, 10. That's all you need. And you can get as many of these items as possible by trading that in with Jirachi. Now, if you find it too complicated to use all the wish notes and do all the quest lines, well, here's a shortcut for you on the screen. This is Mel Shota on Twitter, who has provided a code, as you can see on the screen. Just screenshot that if you have to, but we'll do it live right now. Make sure to open up your inventory, put on your mysterious goggles, just like this. If you have Nintendo Switch Online membership, this should be easier to do. And then just go ahead and enter the code. All right, and then you will arrive at the island and you'll be like, oh, where are the Jirachi items? Well, fear not, because the Jirachi items are right over here in this location. Now, what you want to do specifically is once you see all these items here, they are typical fashion. We want to be able to make them and 3D print them. So open up your camera, make sure you toggle Y so you can see the names of each items and start taking pictures. Just make sure there is room in your inventory. So there are a couple items here. You have your telescope, you have the Jirachi lamp, then you have the cloud table below that. So Jirachi lamp, cloud table. You have the closet right over here. You got your starry sky bed. You're gonna have a star mat, and then on the floor, you're gonna have your star print. On the right here, you'll have your cloud cannon. And then we go over here, we have our star-shaped dresser. Back out for that. Then you're gonna have your starry sky wall. If you look up, you're gonna have your moon clock. And if you look over here, you're gonna have your star wall decoration. So just make sure you can see exactly all those items when you are taking a photo of them. And when you're done, you could just return back home and 3D print them from your Pokemon Center. It's that simple. There it is. And the cool thing that you can do is we've talked about a trick on the channel a while ago, and it's pretty much just to dig 6 down inside of the Dragonite Pokédoll and then just farm your Pokémedals via that way. It's a lot easier, and you can just finish this event really quick. But if you want to do the cute way, you can go ahead and do the Pokemon request. I'll take that. So now, once you get all your items, what you want to do is place the bed down over here, because we're going to make a Jirachi habitat. Then what you want to do after that is place down a cloud table right here next to the bed. Make sure you have electricity close by, because you're then going to want to grab your Jirachi lamp and put it right there. There's my Jirachi lamp. It's on. You would know that because you see the turn off next to it. And then what you want to do is also grab a closet. So I'm going to do that just like this. And just like that, bing, you've created the habitat for Jirachi. And it'll show up. So it'll be surrounded by stars. That's a Jirachi environment. And you're pretty much done. And then the other items that exist are just there for decoration. So if you want to place your star mat down, you can do that. And the cool part about some of these items is that you can see that they have the paint over it, so you can kind of design it in your own color. We also have the moon clock, wall decorations, all that fun stuff. A lot of things that people do is maybe if you're in a room, you want to use these blocks for decoration. There we go. We got the walls on. Then what we'll do is we'll just grab the wall decorations like this. Kind of put that up there. We can grab the moon clock, put the moon clock right there. Almost got all the items here. The cloud cannon, which you can load. So it pretty much functions like another cannon. There we go. Very cool. The next item is going to be the star-shaped dresser that you can also paint to whatever colors you may like. And we have a lovely telescope. So pretty much now you can see all the items from the Jirachi event here. Pretty easy to do, not too bad. And yeah, that's your Jirachi habitat. Now, a very interesting thing about how these Pokopia events work, which I want you to really pay attention to, is that if the event is not live yet in your time zone, what you have to do is go ahead and scan the items from someone else's Cloud Island. After you go to their Cloud Island, then you can get the items, place them down, find the habitat, and the Pokemon will naturally spawn in your world without the event even being live. So this is an example of Jirachi being live, but if it's not via this way, you can grab it right after the event, which we'll still talk about that. So here's Jirachi. Jirachi talking about the wish. And Jirachi is now registered in my Pokédex, and it's a litter. Ooh, I wonder what it drops. What does Jirachi drop? So after I finished recording, I looked at Twitter and realized those fireworks are completely different from the original fireworks we have. Here's a quick video from Akaino Games showcasing all of the different fireworks effects, specifically from that cannon. If you enjoy this Pokopia video, check out this one on your screen right over here.